Oxstalls day 2 and a slightly more respectable start time. Let's do this. You know you have good event times when it's a sociable enough start that you can go and pick up a coffee and a croissant before you actually get started. Good morning! We have made it to Oxstalls, ready for day 2, and my first job of the day is to get out on course and rewalk some of the cross country. As you can tell, I've been doing a bit, I'm out of breath, but I don't know if I've actually said anywhere on the vlog yet, but I'm doing the 90 with start today. I did the 100 with Atty yesterday. So it's a different course, and I kind of half learned it when I walked Atty's course, but they've moved a few bits about. So it seemed like a good enough reason to come out and rewalk the first half again, just really get it ingrained in me, because they're like similar, but not the same. So I'm doing that. Mum is very kindly finishing off the plaiting, and then we're gonna get ready for dressage. Okay, so as you can see, it's almost go time. I'm in my stuff, just putting my spurs on, and then we're good to go. Thoughts before dressage, because historically, Star's first dressage test of the season has been interesting. He can sometimes struggle to contain his excitement to be back out eventing, so we've hopefully done everything we can to minimise any of that. We've, you know, put the heat pad on, we've had him out the lorry to giving him a chance to get used to his surroundings. So we've got his ears, so hopefully he's just a little bit less kind of numb to the world. So hopefully it goes alright, but I'm not sure. The thing we slightly have on our side is it's not raining, it's not uber windy. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. Do you have any predictions behind the camera? Do you think it's gonna, not necessarily score, but do you think he's gonna hold it together, or?
I think you'll have a little moment when he goes around the outside of the warm-up arena, possibly, just having a little look, but no, I'm confident he's going to behave for you, Flo.
Someone has confidence.
He's got Atty's performance from yesterday to replicate.
He does. I'm not sure we're quite going to live up to that, but if you haven't watched Atty's vlog, I will link it in the description so you can go and watch that one first and see how we got on day 1.
Positive thinking, Flo. You can do this.
One in there now, one more.
Okay.
It's a bell.
Are you sure today? Because you weren't sure yesterday.
Well, that's why I checked the car colour rather than car position. Okay, you already know what time it is. It's time to go through my test with the judges' comments and scores and break it all down. And I'm pleased to say that we kicked off our season with a 7 for the centre line. I will say straight off the bat, I feel like this is one of those rare tests where being happy with the feel and being happy with the look are two completely different things. And I will explain what I mean by that. Is watching this back, you know, he's not striding out, he's not necessarily bending exactly where you want him to do. Is it the most perfect test we've ever done? No, we got a 6.5 for this circle with the comment that we were lacking a bit of bend. Our next movement was a 6.5, but we were lacking a little bit of connection. It wasn't a perfect test by any stretch of the imagination, but you will see when I come out afterwards that I was just really, really happy, and that comes down to the feel and the trust he put in me, because one thing that this camera angle isn't really doing justice to is just how muddy the arena was. You can see little bits, but like the entire circle, I will do the same 20-meter circle I think 4 times in this test, which means every horse before me has done the same 20-meter circle, and it was torn up. And Star is a sensitive boy, so he was not loving that, and I could feel him being like, do I really have to do this? Do I really have to go in this deep squishy mud? And I was like, yeah, you do, buddy, sorry. And he was just getting on with it, so I was pleased. We got a 7 for our transition to canter and another 7 for this circle, and like I said, he beneath me just felt like he was being like, do I actually have to go right in this muddy patch? Why can't I just skirt around the side of it? So the fact that he didn't have a big meltdown like he did at his first event of the season at Swaycliffe, like he did at his first event of the season at Lark Hill, for me, that was a win. Watching this back, is this the most perfect test? No, definitely not. But he held it together, and that's kind of what I'm trying to get at, that I was happy with that. Anyway, we got a 7 for that first bit of trot post-canter, and then a 6.5 for this circle with the comment that he was a little bit on his forehand. Also, I was pleased with me because I did a completely different test to this the day before, and I managed to remember this one as well, so that's a win. But it is crazy how different the arenas looked from day 1, where I had Atty in the morning, to day 2. Yeah, I can't really believe that. Is this where it goes a little bit wrong, or do I have... No, I have another canter first, I think? Yeah, I am. Okay, so I got a 6.5 for that transition with the comment that it was cautious, and I think that's all kind of linked to the ground. He's a sensitive soul, but I actually think that parts of the canter work actually look quite nice. Like, he's calm, he's relaxed, he's not freaking out like he did at Osberton, which would have been the last time he was out, because if you watch that test, the atmosphere just got to him a little bit and he didn't keep his cool. So towards the end of the test now, I think we're going to have our walk work, and that really let us down. He kind of went a little bit behind my leg, dried up. I thought this test would suit him, having the walk work at the end, because sometimes I do lose him a bit in the walk, and yeah, at least we were kind of near the end, but you can see there he's just shriveled up a little bit. There was no free rein long walk in this test, but we got a 6 for that. And then I think when he comes back up to trot in a second, we never really quite got the feel back. Like, it was very sort of fake and on the edge, and luckily all we were doing was trotting down the centre line and halting. But yeah, you can see there, it's like, he's like, I don't want to go down the centre line, I've had enough. So we got a 6 for that, and a 6 for our halt with the comment that it wasn't quite square. And then we got a 6.5 for paces, impulsion, and my position, and a 6 for his submission. So look, it wasn't perfect, but it was calm for the first event of the season. I'm going to count that as a win. Right, dressage is done, and it's one of those days where I'm going to say right now, I don't think it matters what the score is. Like, we were so happy with that. He warmed up nicely. I'm not sure the camera will do justice to how muddy it was in there. When Atty did his test yesterday, obviously we were right near the start of the day, so it wasn't too bad, but that was muddy, and everyone, he's like, that's enough. I've been good for enough amount of time. Everyone was circling in the same place, so it was muddy. Maybe we'll catch up in a minute. Right, we can finish what we started, because I tried to recap on my test, which I was very pleased with, and very chuffed that he saved his first event of the season tantrum and didn't do it, and then he did it as soon as I started recording, so that's good. But at least it wasn't in the test. I think the main takeaway is that I was really pleased with that. It doesn't matter what the score ends up being. He was relaxed. I think it probably won't show up on camera quite how muddy it was in there, and I could feel him really going, really, I'm not sure I like this, and yet he got on with it. I think our last sort of 30 seconds would be quite costly. The walk wasn't great, and then when we picked that trot back up, we were a bit disjointed and all over the place. But overall, happy with the test. Not so happy with his conduct after the test, because he did have his classic giraffe tantrum as we were trying to walk back, got a little bit upset. If that's what he has to do on the first event of the season, that's fine. If not, if that's something he decides he's willing to do, that's not fine. So hopefully that's it for the day, and now he's going to be on his best behaviour because he's gone back to sleep.
Now we have number 591, so Carter and Abel start. That was a clear for Abel start.
Still missing the one.
Quick little show jumping debrief. I'm really pleased with Star because, like yesterday, I just found that ground quite tough. I had the same thing with Atty in the show jumping. It was just quite like sticky and suctiony, and I didn't have a particularly good time in the warm-up with him, and then he went up a gear into the main arena and was really good and was kind of springing and leaving the poles up and was really good, and it was nice to get clear. I'm slightly worried now about what he's going to be like cross country because he was stronger than he often is in that show jumping arena for the show jumping stage, which doesn't bode well for cross country because he's usually, you know, you wouldn't really want him any stronger. So we'll see. If he starts being really silly, I'll just have to back off and slow down and not worry about the time. Because it doesn't really matter anyway, because I've had my dressage score in and it was the exact same as my score on Atty yesterday, 35.3, which yesterday with Atty I was quite pleased with because the arena was really quite a tough marking section. There was only one sort of sub 30, whereas this arena is, you know, just a bog standard arena, and in which case for the test that he did, I haven't seen it yet, for the test he did, I would hope maybe it was just tipping the other side of sort of the 35. Mentally, I think that's quite a nice thing when you think you're closer to 30 than 40, but oh well, it's the first one. Like I said earlier, the score doesn't matter, and I'm trying to remind myself of that because he didn't have a tantrum in the test, and that's a huge thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready for cross country. Let's do this. Cross country attire on. The thing I want most from this round is just to have a nice time. Which sounds very boring, doesn't it? But I just need a nice, fun run. And I just hope that Star can sort of contain his excitement. It's so nice when they are really excited, but yeah, I'm feeling a little bit nervous because I think he's going to be a little bit too excited. I'm thinking I debriefed after show jumping, which is weird because that would only have been about 15 minutes ago, and yet I cannot remember for sure. Did I debrief? I'm going to say I did, and if I didn't, sorry. You ready? I'm ready. You ready? As I'll ever be.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every just wanna look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. I wanna hold your hand, you're everything that I desire. Every time we touch, we can set the world on fire, on fire. I wanna hold your hand, you're everything that I desire, Every time we touch, we can set the world on fire, on fire.
Okay, we're finished. I realised we didn't do a wrap up and now we're on the box, but I was really pleased with Star in the cross country. He went clear, that's the main takeaway. We had a couple of seconds of time, 4 seconds in time, so 1.6 penalties, which pushed us from 10th down into like 13th. That was on me. I got a little bit complacent towards the end. I thought I was going to make it inside the time and then realised a little bit too late that I wasn't. But I was quite worried, I think I said, that he was going to be very strong, and he actually wasn't. He was really quite respectful after I'd let him go and do the first 3 fences or so I would take that as a win. I went clear, and last time we went out cross country, which was on my mind, but I was trying not to really voice it out loud to the vlog. Last time we went out cross country, we ended up on the floor, and I didn't have the best time even before that. He was a little bit strong, so we had a really good time today, and that is the main thing. We're all done, we're home. What a busy weekend it's been, and both boys are happily chomping away on their dinner. Here is the star of today's show, ready to go out in the field. That's where you want to be, isn't it? Anyway, I think I sort of said everything I had to say earlier. I even put in where we finished, I think. Did I? Yes. Getting a bit delusional in the second half of this vlog. It's been a very long weekend, but just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. And also how good that we finally got out eventing. It has taken some time, but I think it was 3rd, 4th time lucky in the end. And with any luck, Star should be going eventing again next weekend. Just let's get a couple of runs in, get him kind of back into it. I hope that any excitement from today wore off. But on the whole, he's been awesome all day. I really, really couldn't fault him. And I'll see you in the next one.